Tell me about these randonauts.
All right, so it's basically like you go. Okay, I'm just gonna read you the opening paragraph of what it is. You may not have heard about randonauts before. Randonauts are a community of people who are exploring the use of random number generators to find blind spots and experiment with mind-matter interactions.
Wait, hang on. Back it up real quick. Random numbers to find blind spots? What, like blind spots in what? Like, what does that mean?
I don't know. I'm not super well versed. It's like it's nonsense, really. It's like you find voids and anomalies in the world around you, and then it's an app that sends you there.
Bro, as a dude who's on season 3 of Lost, I'm in. I mean, this is Lost. It sounds like 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42.
It's a person who explores both the application and impact of randomness in the experience of everyday reality. This exploration into randomness can be carried out in several different ways. There are 2 primary experiments with randonauts that are currently exploring blind spots and mind matter interactions. Below are short examples of each. Blind spots. A blind spot is a place in the real world that you would never normally encounter through any chain of usual experience. We as humans tend to live structured, patterned lives. Our everyday experience throughout the social and geographical world is guided by our internal mental makeup, which may contain some shade of determinism. When navigating the world, there is determinism, can't get that one, in your actions, making it hard to break out of your usual patterns. Using the Factombot, randonauts can generate a random coordinate location in an attempt to find blind spots and uncover what lies outside the boundaries of everyday casual experience. The reason I bring this all up is TikTokers used it to find a dead body. And now the conspiracy, I guess, is that this is all a ploy to really find just murdered bodies. They found a dead body in a suitcase and called the police, and the police came. Like this is very real. Like the New York Daily News is reporting on it. It's very real. They found the body. Not that it's very.
So what are the numbers? They're like coordinates. They're like longitude, latitude, like that sort of shit.
No. I don't know.
This is like when they talk about mining Bitcoins, I'm like, I can repeat it to you, but I don't really know what that means.
Right.
Dude, but this really feels like Lost. It's like they found the island using fucking numbers and shit. Wow.
I was like looking at it. I was looking at so it's not all evil. Lou was texting me about it and that it's the scariest thing he's ever seen. So he texted me this morning. So then I was doing some research and a lot of it scared.
If Lou's scared, it's fucking crazy.
He said he won't even download the app because but it's. I was looking at the Reddit of it, and like a lot of it is kind of just silly stuff. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to meditate. You open the app and you meditate, and you decide what kind of experience you want, be it like fun, goofy, scary, whatever. And like there was one group of people who said that they had meditated on a spot that would initiate their fight or flight response. And one guy meditated this field, and that's exactly where it took them. And they found crop circles in the field, and then they found this white burning light that they couldn't, and it sounded like pigs squealing, and they couldn't look directly at it. So they were like squinting their eyes trying to see it, and then the white light just rushed at them, and they freaked out and ran and peeled out and yada yada. Now there have been other people who like wanted to get over a breakup, and it took this girl to a spot where it was a dumpster over the address 3. And it was like 3 was her boyfriend's number. She sounded like she was a high school girl. And like 3 was her boyfriend's number, and it's dumpster. She's like, okay, the world tells me that he's a piece of shit.
Trash. Yeah, men are trash. This is the most elaborate men are trash ever.
Yeah, and then there was another one, like a girl meditated on her dad, and then it took her to his grave, and there was a coyote sitting on it, and her dad's nickname was Dog. And it was like all this, like, I don't know, it's all this supposed to be random stuff.
Yeah. But when you say, so they meditated and then something turns out these numbers, like an app or whatever?
It turned out like a destination to go to that, which that makes sense. That's kind of cool because it's like, yeah, I very much am a creature of habit. I would not go outside of anywhere unless I was told to. And this town, like, go explore this.
I mean, this feels a little bit like a Ouija board, though, in the sense of like
1,000%.
You give me some numbers, and I interpret it to be cross streets or an address or whatever. I show up, and it's a brick house, and I'm like, well, it's sturdy. So this is made of brick. So this means like I have a foundation, like you can make it fit no matter what. But honestly, sometimes like I think those things are scams, but also it's like people need like a placebo effect in their head to move on or to say yes or say no or whatever. And if all you're doing is like presenting them with some shit for them to like give themselves that confirmation or whatever, then it's effective. It's like a scam, but it can be like a productive scam.
Yeah, I honestly,
it's a scam.
I haven't found out what's so scary about it yet. There obviously the TikToker thing. People say it's a human trafficking ring. Yeah. I don't understand how that is. Look what I'm doing with my hands. Coffee is the worst. Why do people drink coffee? I've investigated for like an hour or two this morning, and I haven't found clear-cut evidence about why it would be human trafficking or a murder ring. Mm-hmm. But the thing that made it take off was the TikTokers. I guess TikTokers were like looking for death or whatever, and it took them to
the world, bro.
And it took them to this suitcase with just. They said they opened it and the smell was overwhelming, and it was just a bag. And then
honestly, as I'm like talking through this whole thing, I mean, this sounds like a TikTok like hoax for like TikTok views, right?
But it's been around that. But I mean, the police did come, and like there was a dead body. So like,
okay, so that's confirmed 100%. There was a dead body. That changes things,
according to a New York Daily News article.
But that might be where people are saying it's human trafficking. If it was like, like a small, like on the border of like fucking Mexico or some shit, and it looks like it was trafficking.
Nick, why'd you say serial killer make the app? Is that what happened?
No, I'm saying like what, like we're going back to conspiracy theories. What if just a serial killer made this app?
It was made by an Australian. It's been around. Randonauts been around for a long time. It's not.
Dude, Australia is. That's one of those spots, at least in every TV show, from Lost to The Leftovers, that Australia has like some geological like vibes going on down there where, it's like a special spot on the planet Earth. That Outback there's some shit going on in the Outback, no doubt.
Yeah.
I like this one, man. This is like, I mean, I just did an episode on the Fenn's treasure, like the treasure hunt. This is just like a digital numerological treasure hunt, really. And you might find a fucking dead body. You might find, the cure for your breakup, but you're going to find something. We got to dig deeper into this one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Lou has me terrified. He's so good at getting me so scared. And then, I'm like, do you have any other articles? He's like, no, I just wanted to terrify you. I'm like, well, what can I do with this information?
I'm just going to drop a stick of dynamite right here and let it be. As I hear, so like I'm thinking about what I learned in When to Change. I hear about Randonauts. I'm starting to believe in conspiracy theories more and more. And like, you tell me, explain to me how if conspiracy theories are not true, when all signs are pointing to Dave Portnoy buying the Mets.